I just got the preliminary design for your basement. And again, this is very, very rough initial draft, I would say. But it gives you an idea of what the basement is going to look like at the end. Obviously, the finishes will change, the colors, all that stuff. But what I'm trying to convey to you, or the message that I want to bring forth to you guys, is the layout. And I want you to focus on that because that's the most important thing. The finishes, colors, all that stuff, that's minor stuff that comes later. But we can decide now on the layout. Again, this is a preliminary initial draft. Things can change based on the dimensions that we took. But I do wanted to give you an idea with the quotation that I'm going to send of the initial and the preliminary design of the basement. Again, very high level view of the basement. Bedroom here, the bathroom right there, a mini gym, a mechanical room right here, and then a rec media room, plus the kitchenette in the corner. And I'm going to walk you through each of the rooms and why I decided to do certain things. Starting with the mini gym. So you're going to enter the basement through the stairs, and then you're going to turn left through the mini gym, okay? Now, this is, again, a minor gym, mini gym. I mean, there's not much that you can fit here. Again, it's not a main priority. This stuff here, the gym equipment, could be in the bedroom for the time being until you guys decide to make a bedroom. But basically, this is a mini fitness area. There's a bike here, a dumbbell rack, and a bench. And then this corridor here is going to let you in each of the rooms that are in the basement. So there's a bedroom, there's a bathroom, and there's a mechanical room. So it's all centralized here in this area. Anyway, so you go down, you enter this mini gym, and then the first thing that you're going to see is a door that leads to a bedroom. Okay. Now this bedroom, what I decided to do is integrate the cold room with it. So essentially, we would frame the cold room, insulate it, and then finish it off to include to exclude a door here as well. So that it's an open area and a part of the bedroom. I included some custom cabinetry in the closet of the bedroom, just so that we can maximize the space there. And then again, this is a king bed. You're going to have a window somewhere here. I'll leave that to the city to decide and the engineer to decide where it's best to fit. And it's going to be an egress window, which means that it's going to have to fit a human being, so that in case there's any fires or anything like that, you would be able to exit through this window. Again, the dimensions of the window, I'll let the city determine that with the engineer, but essentially it's going to look something like this. And let's remove this art piece. So, so that's pretty good here. I was able to maximize the space right here. Again, the layout of this could change, but this is what we talked about when we visited you guys. A bathroom right where the rough ends are. Again, a single panel here. Obviously, you could have a sliding door instead of a panel, but this is what is contemporary now. People are not including a door. And black fixtures are pretty common. Obviously, these are all things that we could decide on later on. There's a spectrum of different finishes that you could pick from and decide on. So this is just minor stuff. I decided to include large slabs of tile. This is something that I do recommend that you guys do. 24 by 48 inch porcelain tiles. These are pretty popular. Same with the walls of the bathroom as well. Some people do the bathroom walls the same as the bathroom floor. But again, you can accent it with different colors. Sorry, I cannot speak today. Anyways, this is a mechanical room here. There's not much to go over. And then into the main area where the theater is going to be. Again, remember the ceiling here is going to be fully insulated with rock wool, so no noise penetration or minimal noise penetration will go through. Here, you're going to have a custom media wall. This is all customizable. It does not have to be like this. You can do whatever you want here. And then this would come, again, at a later stage where we would have our kitchen guy, our millwork guy, come in and sit down with you guys and decide on the final specs of the media wall and the kitchenette. So we did decide, though, that we're going to go with an electric fireplace. So that's what you see here. And then glass shelves, shaker doors, that kind of stuff. Okay. On the right side is where the storage is going to be. This is, again, shelving. Nothing too fancy here. We're going to have shelves, maybe 4 or 3 shelves on each of the walls, so that you guys can maximize the space of this room. Okay, so this wall, and that wall. And then a pool table in the middle. That's what you guys wanted. And a kitchenette on this corner. Now, again, countertops, design of the kitchen will completely change based on your preferences. These are supposed to be higher cabinet. Obviously, you're going to have crown molding here, and then you can design the kitchen that you want. You could probably add a dishwasher somewhere, because I know a sink is probably not going to be used. And then this island here, or bar, could be turned into an island just to maximize space and allow for more area or surface area in the basement. So essentially, that's what it looks now. Again, this is a preliminary design. We could have the bedroom here, but then it's going to be very close to the media room. If someone's watching something, you're going to hear it in this area. And again, creating this corridor, this centralized corridor, will allow you to enter each and every room in the basement. That's very popular in design. So you can enter the bedroom, the bathroom, mechanical room, and the rec room, plus the kitchenette. And then through the same corridor, you can exit into onto the main floor. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to be sending the quote as well with the detailed breakdown of the renovation. If you have any questions, please do let me know. And I hope this is helpful for you guys to get started on the basement renovation plans. Okay. Thank you so much, guys.